Yeah, look, I think personally, I'm fortunate enough to have a reasonable amount of experience. One is in the ODI format, but also as captaincy. Yes, obviously filling Mitch Satner's shoes, for this series. But I guess from my point of view, it's about trying to continue what we've been doing as a group, what Mitch has been doing as captain, and try to continue our blueprint as best we can. And we've got a slightly inexperienced team, but I think that provides opportunities for guys that haven't necessarily played as much as they would have liked. And I think just a great opportunity to be exposed to different conditions. And we'll certainly lean back on the experiences that guys have had playing in Bangladesh, but also playing in the subcontinent. So trying to get as much experience into different guys as possible, and that's certainly going to build our depth in New Zealand cricket, for a period of time to come. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I haven't played a lot of one-day cricket here in Bangladesh, so I guess Bangladesh in these conditions are certainly a quality team. From my point of view, a preparation certainly doesn't change the way that I prepare, whether it's against Bangladesh or any other team. It's about trying to do my role as best as I can for the team. So again, different conditions. As I said, I haven't played here for a few years, so really excited about the opportunity of playing Bangladesh, and obviously they're coming off a great series win against Pakistan last month. So there's certainly going to be a challenge, and one that everyone's looking forward to. What was that last?
This time you can beat the Bangladesh.
Look, that's obviously our goal. We come here and we want to win a series. I think from everyone's point of view, that's the main target. But we know there's obviously a lot of work to do leading up to get to that point. So for us, it's about learning and growing from game to game. And as I said, we've got some guys with a little bit less experience in these conditions. But I think the more that they're exposed to places like Bangladesh, then it's only going to be a good thing for us. And as I said, if we can keep growing, we can keep learning from game to game, then hopefully we'll give ourselves a chance at the back end of the series. And I think when you have a team with a little bit less experience, certainly my duty is someone that's played a little bit more, and some of the other guys that have been in these conditions, about trying to pass on as much knowledge as we can to some other guys that haven't been here, and hopefully we'll do all the planning and training and preparation that we like, but it's important when we get into the game, it's about playing what's in front of us and doing that as best we can.
Major franchise league is going on, and top stars are busy with theirs. So how difficult for the spectator and the players to concentrate ODI game in this sort of time?
Look, I think from our point of view, it's not hard at all. For us, it's another opportunity to represent New Zealand. From my point of view, I've played a little bit more than some of the other guys, and certainly get excited about playing for New Zealand. And I know a lot of the guys are the same, where they get the opportunity to play cricket for New Zealand. It's really exciting, and obviously there's a lot going on, different competitions around the world. But to be honest, that's the way of the cricket landscape at the moment. There's always different leagues going on that clashes with international cricket. So again, opportunities get presented to different guys, and I know they'll be looking to put their hands up as best they can.
Before coming over to Bangladesh, you said here in the media that you are worrying about the spin rate in Bangladesh. If you look at the statistics of the recent past ODI series against Pakistan, top three wicket takers all were pacers, especially Nahid Rana and Nasrin. So how do you rate the pace attack of Bangladesh, especially in these conditions, and how you can handle the heat, because the heat wave is going on, and this peak summer, the condition is totally
Yeah, I think on your first part of the question around the Bangladesh seam attack, it's an attack that actually has quite a bit of experience, especially in these conditions. When you look at, Tuscan, Mustafa's, and obviously Rana, who's burst onto the scene over the last sort of couple of seasons. So, I think from our point of view, the way we prepare, we're going to prepare for everything. Looking at the surface, it looks a good surface, but we know that spin plays a part in these conditions as well. So, again, Bangladesh who are playing a great cricket at the moment. We're going to be challenged and one we look forward to. But and second part of your question, it's obviously hot. Slightly different conditions than where we've come from back home in New Zealand. So again, for us to adapt as best we can, try to be as fresh and ready as we can for tomorrow. So all our energy's put into the 100 overs tomorrow, and it's might be a few more drinks breaks than usual.
You have sort of answered the question, but have you seen the weekend and what are we expecting?
It looks a reasonably good surface. As I said, you take a little bit of information from the previous games that were played here last month against Pakistan, and obviously, the scores looked reasonably decent. So as a group, we always talk about adapting to any surface we play on, and that's going to be no different tomorrow and obviously in a couple of days here in Dhaka. So again, really looking forward to the opportunity. I know the guys are excited to get into it and experience some new conditions. Again, it's about adapting. We know from a balance point of view that the Bangladesh team has. They've got all facets covered from a pace bowling point of view and a spin point of view. So slightly different. They're obviously day games as well, which I don't think there's been a huge amount of day games here in the past. So again, that's something we're just going to have to adapt to and obviously see what unfolds. Look, I think all we ask for is them to come in and bring their own skill set that they've been picked for. We obviously have a blueprint and a style that we like to play with, but obviously we want guys to come in and play the way that they've played, for their domestic sides back home in New Zealand. And we know if they do that, then they'll give themselves that opportunity. I think you look at everyone across the whole squad, everyone's played for New Zealand at some point, so it's not necessarily a team that hasn't played for New Zealand, so they know what international cricket is about, but obviously not necessarily as many games as obviously some of our other guys. So we obviously want them to come in and back themselves and give themselves the best opportunity to play that they want to play.
New Zealand obviously allowed their players to play in the IPL and PSL. Bangladesh to the opposite group, actually. Bangladesh brought back all their players from PSL, so different philosophies. What's your take on that, and what do you make of the Bangladesh side, and what are the challenges these guys are having?
Yeah, look, I think that's something that we've always been faced with in New Zealand. Is there's a window for guys to go and play in the IPL, and that's been there for a long time, and obviously now that the PSL's aligned at the same time, guys have the opportunity to go do that. And I said it presents opportunities to other guys, which is I think only a good thing for New Zealand cricket to be able to build the depth of our squad, of our wider squad, in New Zealand. So, obviously I've already mentioned it, but Bangladesh are a quality side. They're obviously coming off a really good series win against Pakistan, obviously not so long ago. So, they'll obviously be up for this. They'll be excited, and we expect no different when we come here to Bangladesh. They're certainly a tough side in these conditions, and we look forward to the challenge.